Welcome to our introductory course to JavaScript. In this course, we're going to be showing you how to write JavaScript. So before we begin, I'm going to run through some of the tools in this lesson that I'm going to be using within this course to write JavaScript. Now these tools are optional. You can use the same ones, or if you already have an editor and a browser, then you can go ahead and use the ones that you already have, or if you're looking to try something new, feel free to check out Brackets and Chrome. So the editor that I'm going to be using, as mentioned, is Brackets. And one of the really nice features of Brackets, you've got this live preview, so you can see that basically the output of the content on the right hand side. So you see when I'm typing in there, I've got that content being output here on the right hand side. So this is one of the really neat features of Brackets that's not available in all the editors. So this is something that I am going to be using within the course in order to write some code and then display it as well within the browser. So this is just Chrome opened up, and I've just minimized it here on the right hand side. So that's basically the setup that I'm going to be using within the course. And some of the other resources that I'm using, and also, by the way, if you're not using Brackets, you can always go to the file within your browser, so locate it wherever it's located within your file structure, and you can go to the content that way as well. So again, use whatever browser you're comfortable with. If you want to check out Brackets, it's free to download. It's an Adobe product. It's across platforms. So whether you're using a Mac or Windows like myself, you can download the correct platform version of Brackets over at Brackets.io. And the other tool that I'm going to be using within this course is Chrome. Now Chrome is just a browser. Most people, I think about 80 to 90% of people, are already using Chrome, and one of the really cool features about Chrome is that they've got what's called DevTools. So DevTools gives us the ability to do some debugging and check out our source code and check out information that's happening behind the scenes within the browser. And that's what we're going to be utilizing within this course as well to demonstrate JavaScript. So in order to open up DevTools, there's some more information at DevTools at developer.chrome.com/DevTools. To open it up on a Windows machine, you can press Control-Shift-I, so open up your browser, Control-Shift-I. On a Mac, there's Command-Opt-I. You can also focus, so there's some other options here as well, but essentially it's just these first two here that you need in order to open it up. Or you can go into your settings and go into more tools, and then you've got developer tools here. So this is just hovering over those three icons, opening up developer tools. So I've got the developer tools here, and we can see there's a lot of information that's contained within the developer tools. We can see under console, we can see errors that are found. So we haven't created the styles file, we haven't created the scripts file, but we are calling to it within the source code, so that's why it's producing that error. So this is something that is very useful, and if you're wondering why my DevTools are black, you can also customize the way they look. So you've got some options here within the settings, and you can change the theme from light to dark. So this is just something that personal preference, I like to keep it dark, but of course you can adjust it as needed. And the important thing is that you can navigate through all the different tabs here, find out more information. So just a quick run through. We've got HTML here, HTML tags. There's a lot of information that's contained within that Elements tab. You can go through and you can see the DOM information, properties of the page, and basically it's linking out all of the DOM information here. And this DOM information can then be accessed via JavaScript, and you can utilize it. So these are all the click events, and this is also per element. So if you have specific elements within your code, you can break those down and really isolate that out and find out all that additional information about the elements within the DevTools. So really useful, super useful, and we are going to be making use mainly of console. And the really neat thing about console is that you can actually tab over to console and you can write some JavaScript there. So whatever I type in here, we can see that once I hit enter, it actually runs the JavaScript. So we are going to be making use of that as well within this course in order to try out some JavaScript source and to see what happens directly within the browser. So those are the two main resources that I'm going to be using. So Chrome browser, brackets as my editor, and the dev tools within Chrome that we're going to be using in order to take a closer look at what's happening behind the scenes and actually also add in some JavaScript. So when you're ready, let's jump right in and start creating some JavaScript in the next lesson.